watching Verona Venti News. Live, now, and on cable TV. Reporting live from the news studio, Zach Kester. Welcome, City of Verona. If thou were just tuning in, we have breaking news. Romeo from the Montague family and Tybalt from the Capulet family and Mercutio, a relative of the prince and friend of Romeo, battled today in the streets of Verona. Tybalt and Mercutio were both killed, and Romeo fled the scene. As of right now, guards and the prince are handling the scene. There is no known video of the quarrel. We do have a reporter on the scene and trying to pinpoint Romeo's exact location. Let's go to the streets of Verona and see what's going on. Good morning, viewers. We are at the crime scene where Mercutio, Romeo, and Tybalt fought earlier today, resulting in 2 deaths and Romeo being banished from Verona. It was around 1:30 on the sundial when Tybalt and thou men walked over to Romeo and Mercutio and asked if he can speak to one of thee. Mercutio, annoyed, started to taunt and provoke Tybalt. When Tybalt and thou man walked over to Mercutio and asked if he can speak to one of thee, Romeo entered, turning Tybalt's tension away from Mercutio and to thee. Tybalt then called thou a villain. Thou Romeo refused to be angry and protest thou reasons to love for Tybalt, does not wish to fight him. He asked that until Tybalt knows the true reason for his love, he asked thou to put aside his sword. Mercutio, angered, declares bidding wit that if Romeo will not fight Tybalt, he will. Mercutio and Tybalt begin to fight. Romeo, attempting to restore peace, throws himself between the two combats. Tybalt stabs Mercutio under Romeo's arm, and as Mercutio falls, Tybalt and his men hurry away. His last words were to the Montagues and Capulets. "A plague, O both your houses," then said, "Ask for me tomorrow. Find me a grave, man." Enraged, Romeo declares that thou's love for Juliet has made him an effeminate, and that he shall fight Tybalt in Mercutio's place. When Tybalt, still angry, storms back onto the scene, Romeo draws his sword. They quarrel, and thou Romeo kills Tybalt. Benvolio then urges Romeo to run. A group of citizens outraged at the reoccurring street quarrels is approaching. Romeo, shocked at what has happened, cries, "Oh, I am fortune's fool," and flees the scene. The bodies then carried out the prince's castle, where the Montagues and the Capulets quarreled over who is at fault. The prince gave a break to Romeo, and thou just only exiled him from the city of Verona to Mantua, and exiled thee from Verona. But shall he be found within the city, he shall be killed. Now I ought hither with a young lady who has witnessed the quarrel. Sarah, tell me what you have saw earlier today. What were ye doing before this happened?
Well, I was just trying to walk home, and a quarrel broke out.
Have ye ever witnessed them quarreling before?
I saw that fry a few days ago. No, that was, oh yeah, Samson Gregory. And Benvolio from the Montagues and Capulets, Abraham, Bolter, and Tybalt. The prince finally came in and stopped it and threatened the two families that any more incidents will be and they'll be punished to death.
What were ye thinking when the quarrel was going on?
Well, I felt kind of awkward at first in the moment because I had no clue what was going on at first.
Did you witness Tybalt's last seconds as Romeo got him with the winning kill?
Oh gosh, it was awful. Apart from Tybalt's silent face of pain, he would fall like a 160-pound ragdoll. Romeo, poor Romeo, he turned ghostly white. He looked like he was in a shock. He said, "Oh, I am fortune's fool," and fled the scene with the friends dragging him along.
What do ye think is gonna happen now?
I don't know. It certainly is not going to be good. I can just tell you that now. Maybe since he was defending Mercutio, the prince will let him off a little easy. But he still killed a man. Anyone who killed a man is never going to just get a slap on the wrist.
Grand mercy, sir. That was certainly something someone shall not have witnessed. We have hither an outdoor security camera at a local blacksmith who has captured the quarrel. Horrible, it certainly was. Well, whither we had it, folks. Thou art watching, and thou art not at the scene. Oh, hither comes the prince. Let's go to camera 2.
Citizens of Verona, as thou ruler, I advise thee to take action on today's quarrel between Mercutio, Romeo, and Tybalt. I hereby exile Romeo from Venti for eternity, and to thou, people, taken warning to thee, as I shall not be so kind to thee on the next incident hither in Verona.
Wow, me was not expected from the prince. Romeo just banished to Mantua. I guess Sarah was right without defending of Mercutio. The prince did very clearly state early on in the week that on how the next time we quarrel in these streets, thou shalt be slain. Now I have gotten word from the civilians out on thou street whither Romeo may be. Let's head over to Friar Lawrence's cell. Is thou sword outdated, battered, and boring? Has thee lost its sharpness and shine? Then try thou new Shim Sushi 3000. It can cut through fruit, vegetables, and more.
More?
Yes, more! Now sold in the one-stop Verona shop. Pick thou up today! Welcome back. We are outside Friar Lawrence's. Now, the Capulet's nurse just walked past a few moments ago. She looketh concerned. I are not quite sure why. There's not much now to say. I'm going to leave a reporter out to wait and see if anything else happens. Go back to the studio. Welcome back, viewers. We are to wrap this up because thou art out of time. Today has been a day to remember for everyone. Romeo banished, Tybalt and Mercutio dead. Thy city has had a long day. Check thy post for updated information regarding this incident. Coming up next on the 2 o'clock news. Swords. Aren't they too much for us to handle? Hear what the prince has to say about the new sword ban laws. Next, here at thy one and only Verona Venti News. Forecast said it wasn't supposed to rain today!